Hey guys, it's Sadiq and welcome to our channel. Thank you so much, Farah, for joining us.
Thank you, thank you for being on my channel as well. For fun.
Oh,
Thank
oh
you.
yes, yes. So today we are going to discuss a very interesting film from a very interesting director called Paul Thomas Anderson. And Paul Thomas Anderson is very, renowned and quite famous for providing us content and providing us films that are unconventional, but are very engaging and very engrossing. So again, he has come up with a film which is, according to many reviewers and even maybe according to Farhad, is quite an engaging film. So we are about to discuss regarding a film known as what is the name of the film, Farhad?
Licorice pizza.
Yeah,
It's
Licorice.
a
Yeah.
it's a slang actually,
Oh,
and
okay.
yeah, you'll get to know when you watch the film. But it's a slang,
Yeah.
and knowing Paul Thomas Anderson, he's made such legendary movies like There Will Be Blood
Yeah. Yeah.
or Boogie Nights.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So, and he's not Wes Anderson, by the way. Many people mistake him with Wes Anderson. Wes
Yes.
Anderson is the one who's made the Grand Budapest Hotel or the recently released A French Dispatch.
Exactly.
He is
Even
not, they are not the same person. Yeah,
Exactly.
go ahead.
Even I, mistake them for their movies, Wes Anderson and Paul Thomas Anderson. There is some misconception from my end also. So again, thank you for correcting this for not only me, for the other viewers also. So yeah, now coming to the film review. So Farhad, can you just give us a spoiler free or a small synopsis of this film?
Okay, so again, as usual, you know the drill. I have written my review of Licorice Pizza on my site, Popcorn Reviews, the
Yeah,
link of which is in the description box below.
yeah,
Please do visit my website and read the whole review for the same.
yeah.
And this is the Oscar season, so Sadiq and me probably will be discussing a few more Oscar movies. If you like that, please do let us know in the comment section whether you want us to discuss a little more of the international content as well as the Oscar nominated films. We started with this, and this is a film that is releasing in India today on 25th of Feb. 2022. It's an India theatrical release, and in the US, it earlier had a theatrical release, and now it is out on video on demand. And this was one film that I had been waiting for since a very long time. Right from the time we have many Facebook uh, groups, where us cinephils that are there, we discuss on many films. And Licorice Pizza is one of the films that all of us were waiting for. Because firstly, it does star does firstly it does is directed by Paul Thomas Anderson, who doesn't take very novel subjects. I would say he takes quite he takes quite common subjects and he turns it on in his own style. The storytelling technique is quite unique, so that is something that excited me when I wanted to watch. And the title was such that it made me curious as to what is licorice pizza? Why is it called licorice pizza? And when I finally watched it, got to know that it is actually a coming of age romantic drama between a 15-year-old boy and a probably a 25-year-old girl. And as they navigate through various levels of love, where there's first like not physical attraction, but yeah, you do get attracted to that person. Then you just see that the age is a problem, so let's like just be friends, but then you long for that person, and then eventually you have your own partners. That doesn't work out, but you still move through thick and thin. So that is basically the coming of age story that is there, which is depicted through I think 4 or 5 events in the film, and each event has a superstar featuring in that, like Bradley Cooper or Sean Penn. They all make guest appearances in this film, and the two main leads, they are fresh faces. This is their debut film, so it is uh, quite a nice watch. I mean, it is like a flavorful. The words that I used in my review is a flavorful rendition of the age-old romantic genre. So that is actually the film summed up in one line for me.
Excellent. Excellent. So thank you so much again, Farhad, for providing this insightful review. So now coming to the pivotal aspects of the film. So first we'll discuss about the performances. So I want to specifically ask you about the debutants of this film. So who are specifically Elena Haim and Cooper Hoffman. And speaking about Cooper Hoffman, he is the son of the late Philip Seymour Hoffman, because Philip Seymour Hoffman was one of my most favorite actors, and he was an excellent actor. So it's great to know that he has made his debut and in such a really good film by a really good director. So about Cooper Hoffman and also about Elena Haim, and Elena Haim, as we know, that she is a musician. So I want to specifically ask you about them, and apart from that, you can also discuss about the other actors.
So these two actually have been fabulous in the film. I mean, they've been such an affable pair for me. They have firstly crackling chemistry between the two, even though the age difference between the two is there and it is acknowledged in the film as well. Some would say, oh, he's a minor, but that is what the film is about. I mean, minors can have crushes on elder women or elder girls in this case. So that is fine for me personally. And I think, Cooper is such a affable guy, even I think, the antics that he does, he's not very mature. He's just like, uh, probably a struggling actor in the film, and that's what he starts his own business. So it's like the journey that he goes through. It just instantly puts a smile on your face. Whether it is attacking someone's car, like he doesn't like out of nowhere before running out of gas right next to the car. That there are few sequences that are hilarious, and he excels in it. And contrary to that, Elena Haim, this is her debut as well. She looks gorgeous, by the way, and she actually delivers a very matured performance, and that was required in the film as well because of the age gap. Basically, one had to be the mature of the two, and it was her that was it was a very layered portrayal. The conflicts that she was going through, uh, especially with being involved with a very young guy. She was unsure from the beginning, although there was an instant connection that she felt as well, which is, I think, without being any gender bias, it is, I think, typical of girls. They do take their time to judge the person, look at all aspects before giving the green signal. So that and guys, contrary to that, just do not think. So that, I think, was a very nice conflict that was shown in the film. And all other performances, like even Sean Penn or Bradley Cooper, they add star power to the film. They actually are legends in their own rights, and it was such a pleasure to watch them. It just enhanced the individual sequences. The two events, I mean, the events that unfold in the film, they aren't really connected with one another. There's just a loose thread of the two characters traversing through various circumstances together. And the more they are set apart, the more hard they try, the more harder they try. So that was actually heartening to see. So the performances are excellent in the film, and I thoroughly enjoyed.
Excellent, excellent. So now coming to the another aspect which is very important for us. So now it's about the direction. So how did you find the direction of Paul Thomas Anderson? I mean, it was as we say that his films are always engaging and are always special. So how did you find the direction by Paul Thomas Anderson in this?
So, Paul Thomas Anderson has been one of the underrated, directors. I feel that he isn't been discussed much. He has been discussed, but probably he could have been discussed a little more. It's simply because of his storytelling style. I mean, he's made such different genres. Firstly, there will be blood. There will be blood, right, Sadiq?
Yeah, yeah. There will be blood starring the guy Daniel
Daniel
Day
Day-Lewis.
Lewis. Yeah, Daniel Day Lewis. Another amazing, amazing film.
Oh my God, number one method actor in the world.
Absolutely.
I
absolutely
think
right.
even Phantom Thread was directed by him, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're absolutely right.
Phantom Thread also. Arey,
Absolutely.
amazing, yeah, amazing.
Excellent.
And so and he's made Boogie Nights
Boogie Nights
before
also.
that.
Yes, yes. One of
And
his
that is such a different film.
one of his earlier films in 97, 98, I
One of
guess.
his earlier films, and Mark Wahlberg, I think, was in the film, if I'm not wrong.
Yes,
Uh,
yes.
Amazing. I think that film is streaming on Netflix currently.
I think
I
yes.
hope it is still.
Yes,
But
yes,
what a different film that was. And this is
yes.
another very different film that he's made. He's made a coming of age film. He's made a porn industry. He's made one, a very Western film like There Will Be Blood. So this is the range that the director has, like in his filmography. And these are just three names, and he's also made a Phantom Thread in between.
Yeah,
I mean, just amazing his direction. So he doesn't pick very different subjects, I would say. His subjects are pretty not very novel. They have been tried and tested earlier,
yeah,
but he turns them on his head with his own style and his own storytelling technique. That is where the genius of Paul Thomas Anderson lies, and this is like something very similar. It's like almost like uh, I wouldn't say exactly that, but Forrest Gump, considering the events that the people go through, and there are meta references to real life characters as well here. I did a little quick Wikipedia lookup, and it was uh, many, American producers or photographers that were actually there who played the roles, in these. So there were clever meta references as well, and all thrown in into this coming of age film. So that was something like a tall ask at the very beginning, and he did a fantastic job. I think I really enjoyed his direction here. Fabulous.
excellent,
And it has,
excellent.
by the way, been nominated as well for the best uh, picture category this year at the Oscars. I think even Paul Thomas Anderson is, I think, nominated. I'm not 100% sure. Probably is. Uh, but his direction is top notch. Absolutely top notch.
It is, it absolutely is. So now coming to the other important aspects of the film. So how did you find the background music and the cinematography and the other technical aspects that shape the film?
So one thing about Paul Thomas Anderson is that his films are technically very sound. You will not
Absolutely.
find a very loose uh, Paul Thomas Anderson film, and he's one of the directors that uses the audio-visual medium very well. He shows things.
Yeah.
Uh, he shows the drama. He works on. I think with his technicians, I think it uses. So the background music, I think, just blended perfectly with this film. It was fabulous. The cinematography also was pretty good. It gave that vibe of the 1970s very well. And I think it was a technically quite a sound film. It was quite a sound film. There's no two ways about it. And that last shot that was there. They were sitting in that sunset, uh, and just the shadow that was there with a crimson background and just blacked out shadows. I think that was a visual capture of just the entire film. It was so beautifully shot. So I absolutely loved it. I mean, it was beautiful. The cinematography, especially, just stood out, and it was absolutely amazing.
Excellent, excellent. So now coming to we are almost at the end of our review. So now I'll ask about the rating of this film from Farad. So Farad, what could be your rating for this film?
So my rating for the film is 4 out of 5. I would consider this as a niche as well. It may not be universally appealing to everybody, considering the storytelling technique, the simple storytelling technique that is there. There are no run around the trees kind of romance. It is, evolving. It is organic. It is about realizing the other partner, your friend as a partner, a potential partner and a romantically inclined partner that is there. So it's a niche kind of a subject. May not be universally appealing, but it did work beautifully for me. I really loved it, and the comic elements I think were excellent as well. I just my best sequence was that one featuring Bradley Cooper, in which I was laughing hilarious. It was sequence was hilarious. You'll know when you watch that sequence, and I quite liked it. The humor ranges from dark to silly to situational, but I quite enjoyed the humor as well. So it's like a 4 out of 5 for me. And I do recommend this film to everyone to watch it, especially the fans of uh, Paul Thomas Anderson.
Excellent, excellent. So thank you so much, Farad, for an excellent and insightful review of this film. And thank you so much, guys, for always supporting us and always, suggesting us some amazing films for our review. And again, Farad, thank you again for being on our channel on a consistent basis. So that's it, guys. Almost a wrap up from our end. So I would also request you guys to please like, share, and subscribe our channel. And you can also check Farad's detailed review on our YouTube channel, which I have provided in the description link below. And you can also check out Farad's website and Farad's YouTube channel, Popcorn Reviews. I've also provided the link of that also. So thank you so much, guys, and please support us, and you can also provide us your valuable feedback and valuable suggestion in the comment section. So thank you so much and take care.
Thank you, guys. Bye.